What's up guys, Kyle Bradshaw out here at the KTM Ride Orange demo event. I'm going to jump in the helmet and I'm going to take you for a quick little tour and a ride on one of these neat machines. So when you guys show up to the event, here is the KTM Ready to Race tent, and these here are the list of things that you need to do in order to be able to go out on one of these demo rides. Now these here are the bikes that they're demo riding today. Basically we have the 200 Duke, the 390 Duke, 390 Adventure, 690 Enduro R, 890 Adventure, 890 Adventure Rally, and then moving on over this direction we have an 890 Duke. This is the R version, pretty amazing. The standard Duke, and then if you want to get your arms ripped out of your sockets, we have the 1290 Super Duke R. What a phenomenal machine that is. And then the guy that's leading the ride today is on this 1290 Super Adventure R, and the sweep is riding this 890 Adventure Rally, or Adventure R I should say. So the way the process works is you step on over here to the KTM tent, and you go ahead and flip through the book here. They find a slot for you. You put your name down, and then you step on over here to the computers. Then you step on over to the computer and do your registration, first name, last name, address, when you plan to purchase, all that fun information. They then slot you down for a time slot. He gives you a little prep, which we will be hearing here in just a second. Then you jump on your bike and take it for a ride. And yeah, I'm going to give you guys that full experience here in just a second, so stay tuned. Kyle? Yes, sir.
Jonathan? Andrew? Alex?
Uh-oh. Alex is missing. Alex!
There's potholes, there's gravel, there's debris. It's a public road, so please ride protectively, you know, when you're out there. We got the bikes lined up from biggest, most powerful to our smaller models. Please stay in that order, okay? That's so the bigger bikes don't run up on the smaller bikes and we don't have someone collide or have a problem, okay? So once we put you out there in line, stay there, okay? Don't slingshot or pass the person in front of you at all. When you're riding, at all times, stay at least 3 bike lengths apart, okay? No need to get close to each other. We're on a demo ride, that way everyone has space, everyone's safe. When we come up to a stoplight or a stop sign, you're more than fine to slide up together, move next to each other to get through, you know, the stop sign or whatever it is safely. But the moment you're going again, gain that 3 to 4 length bike distance between each other, so everyone's nice and safe, okay? During the ride, if the motorcycle has any issue or problem, pull safely to the right. Our sweet person will come up from behind, see what's going on, take a look at the bike. When you're out there today, of course you're on public streets, and you're in control of the throttle and the brakes of the motorcycle, okay? So, with that being said, you're pulled over for any reason by law enforcement and you're issued a citation, KTM will not pick up that citation for you, unfortunately. The bikes are all set to factory settings, which means all of the ABS, traction control, everything's on, okay? Please leave them in those settings for our demo, okay? If you have any questions when you get back about something functionality-wise, let us know, let one of the dealers know that's here supporting us today. We'll show you what's going on, show you screens, whatever. Just focus on your riding today, okay? No stunting today, okay? This is a demo ride, so please don't wheelie the motorcycle, even try to wheelie the motorcycle. Don't stoppie the motorcycle, don't slingshot. I know people like to move around a little bit as you're going down the road to feel how the bike kind of rolls over from side to side. Doing that gently and in control is fine, but let's not have it go on for 3 miles where it's this big long Congo line. The tires are warmed up, nothing's going to change performance-wise in your tires, so you're not doing a track day kind of thing. The gift cards that we gave you at signups, those are good for 90 days. If you buy a new KTM street model that you see out here, or a few that are not here like the GT or the 1290 Adventure R or S that are still in the dealership showrooms. 500cc and above, it's good for $500. Under 500cc, the 390s and the 200s, it's good for $250 worth of power parts, power wear, or anything KTM OEM we sell when you purchase a bike. Again, you got 90 days to use that card, so if you're looking for a bike, try to get that done in 90 days. See your dealers for stock. I'm sure they want to work with you and give you some great deals on some stuff. Thanks for being out here today. If you have any problems, let us know. Be safe, have a great ride, and we'll see you back in 30 minutes. Hop on your bikes and start them up, and we're good.
Dude, guys, it's time to go jump on the 690 Enduro R. You riding this bad boy? Yes, sir. Oh, I'm jealous. Are you allowed to ride this?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, 690 Enduro R. Woo. Let's see, key on. I haven't ridden the KTM Thumper and it's been a while. Take that back, my 390 Duke is a single cylinder. So it'll be interesting to see the difference in the power of this 690 versus the power on my 390. I mean, it's 300 extra cc's. Yeah, I think if I was gonna do a dual sport motorcycle, not adventure, but more dual sport oriented, I think this is the route that I'd go. Powerful enough to get you scooting down the highway, and nimble enough to be able to handle anything you throw out at off-road. Would like to ride this back to back with the 500 EXC just to see the durable difference between that 500 EXC and the 690 Enduro R. Mixing gas and hauling ass. You don't have to do that anymore on the TPI bikes.
I know.
You just pour a little oil in and ready to roll.
But that's why you have the SX.
I haven't ridden the 690.
Has a ton of torque.
That's good. It's a bonus. So I'd like to ride this and the 500 EXC back to back to kind of see what the durable difference is, and then what the comfort on the street difference is, and where that.
This is way more comfortable on the street.
Right.
Because it's a street chassis. And with the
Oh, is it really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, with the motorbike.
Yeah.
The motorbike is obviously motor platform, so you're gonna have more off-road feeling with that bike. It's gonna feel more like a motorbike.
Right.
Lightweight, which is cool, but I think you're gonna like this, man. Tons of torque, tons of horsepower, all the features, quick shift, which is rad.
Oh, it's got quick shift on it? Oh, that's right. That was new for last year.
Try that out.
Sick.
Mode 2, traction control on or off. On right now. If you want to take it off, you can press and hold it. Disengages it, right? Up top here.
Oh, up top.
Right. Mode 1 is the non-aggressive map. Mode 2,
Okay.
full aggressive.
Okay. Sweet.
So, myself, because I like to rock and roll, Mode 2.
Sweet. Thank you, sir. Again, that was Kellen. That's the guy you saw on our initial video where he walked us through all the features and benefits of the full lineup here. If you haven't already, take a look at the description down below. There's a link to the event today, kind of what you expect to see at the event, and Kellen gave us a rundown of each of these motorcycles and kind of what they do. This here is going to be my ride video, so you can see just what these guys are getting to experience when they get out there on the road.
Just want to make sure you're good right there. Just stay there.
Okay. Oh yeah, the gas is in the back, guys.
It's in the back, and there's no, I just want to double, triple check, that's all. It's the only one we have in the lineup right now that doesn't have a fuel gauge because it's an Enduro model.
Okay, got it.
So
I'm surprised they have a fuel light though, right?
it has a fuel light.
Yeah, so low fuel light.
Getting out there and
So I invited my buddies out to ride today. The guy up there on the 890 Adventure R, his name's Matt. Anyway, Matt invited me to Moab this last summer with these two crazy guys over here. That's Kirby and, man, I'm so horrible with names these days. I'll remember it here in a minute. Anyhow, we got some awesome Moab videos, guys, so take a look at those as well. Here we go. Off to the races. Wow, the power on the 690 is awesome. I want to jump down there into the wash and give it some roost. It's not allowed though. Dang it. Let's get this clutch lever down a little bit if I can. Oh, it's tight. Not working. A bit of gravel in these corners. Miles an hour, and it smells like brand new motorcycles up ahead of me. That smell of a new bike is awesome. So can I go from mode 1 to mode 2? Maybe I can't do it while I'm riding? It's flashing one saying you can't do that. Alright, fine. really impressed with the pep of this motor. Significantly more peppy, or actually more low-end torque. It feels like it's got more low-end torque than my 390. The 390, you got to rev it out just a little bit in order to feel that. The difference in the way the power is produced by the single motor, two different single motors, obviously 390 is a lot smaller than the 690, but it's interesting how they produce power differently. Same basic setup. Wild. Gravel pit. Alright, I think we should test out the anti-lock brakes here. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Ooh, feels like we're not stopping at all. You can definitely hear the brakes going on the ground behind me. So the quick shifter, it works well. I feel like it's a little more clunky as compared to that of the quick shifter that I felt on the larger bikes like the 890 or the 1290. Did you hear that? No clutch action, watch. Shift up a gear, shift up another gear. It's pretty awesome. It works well. So shifting up is definitely a lot easier on the motor than the downshift. Pretty wild. As functional as quick shifters are, I sure love using the clutch. I know, old school, sorry. Detour. Look, they even made the signs orange and black. KTM Detour, orange and black signs. That was not a stop, mister. Whoa, did you hear that? So I had the clutch in, and even though the clutch was in, while I was downshifting, the motor was actually blipping itself. It's pretty wild. So if I short shift it, the gear transitions feel a lot smoother than if I rev the motor out and then hit the shifter. And then if I manually turn the throttle off just a little bit as I'm hitting that quick shifter, I feel the transition is really smooth as well. A little bit of a wheelie there. "35-mile-an-hour corner, guys. Slow it down. Slow it down." It's like farm country. How do these cows do it when it gets 125 degrees outside, standing out here in the field, that sun roasting their fur on their back, especially the black cows? I cannot tell you how much I want to go rip out there in these trails. Man. This is like taking a dirt bike on a street bike test. Almost like when I take my Duke on an off-road test. Not quite what they're made for, but they'll do it. So check it out, I'm gonna pull the clutch in. You hear that? The motor still blips. It's kind of cool. Alright, turning left. All right, as long as we're coming up to it's weird that the motor does that. Oh. All right, let's see if I can get this. There it is, power mode 1. See what the difference is between the power mode 1 and power mode 2 now. Nice blinker, dude. Oh, wow. That power delivery difference is extremely noticeable. So what I'm going to say as far as that power delivery goes is in mode 1, you can feel that the power is in there somewhere, but it's restricted's not the right word, mellowed. It's significantly more mellow than map number 2. Map number 2, just all the power's instantly delivered. Map number 1, you've got this rollout that happens as you start to get into the throttle. Dude, if you were in some really choppy stuff, or if you were a new rider or experiencing a new type of terrain, I could see where that map number 1 would be very beneficial. Look at that. The roll-on difference is crazy. So let's do side by side. Roll-on of number 2 earlier, and then this one here. Significantly different. So if you're curious about the differences between the 890 Adventure and the 890 Adventure R, take a look. I have a link in the description of this video for my full detailed walk around of both of those bikes. There are some significant differences between the two. If I was going to buy one, there's no way that I would buy the standard Adventure. I would absolutely pick up the 890 Adventure R simply due to the suspension differences. The amount of adjustability you have on the suspension on the R model versus the lack of adjustability on the standard model. I think that alone would really, or really does set those two bikes apart. Alright, now I need another stop sign or something so I can turn this thing back into fun mode. I need the fun map, please. Map number 2. I wonder if I can just turn it into neutral. Turning left. We're at the airport. This must be a little regional airport. Now the power of this 690 is really close to that of the Yamaha T7, and it's really interesting the difference in the way that these two bikes make power. I mean, this being a single and the other being a parallel twin. The amount of power, how it lays it down is pretty uniquely different for sure. Alright, Mr. Leaderman had his turn signal on, but now his turn signal is not on. He's not moving over. Group confusion at the moment. Okay, let's see if I can go to map 2 while rolling. Neutral. There it is, map number 2. Map numero dos. Look at that. difference is Go! Dude, the mode difference, the power delivery difference between map 1 and map 2 is crazy. It's amazing that these bikes can be electronically controlled like that. Make it go from mild to wild in just the push of a button? Phenomenal. It's interesting. This bike feels slow to turn. So when I'm up on the pegs on my big adventure bikes and I just lean on one peg or the other, the bike kind of dives from side to side relatively easy. This bike here, I mean, all my weight's over there on that peg, and the bike's not having that much of a shift or a change. I'm pretty surprised to feel that, actually. Suspension feels awesome, though. I do like that a lot. I mean, obviously, it's soaking up the bumps, the minuscule bumps in the road. But as far as streetability, as far as it being stiff enough or soft enough to feel good and stiff enough to feel like you got control, I like it. I really would like to get this thing out on the trail, though. Into formation. Oh, look at those trails. Straight up the mountainside. That would be awesome. Man, I'm Jones and I'm itching to go get some dirt riding in. That little lunch ride I did on the 390 Duke the other day across the desert wet my whistle. But now I want to go hammer it hard on the big bike. I got some pent-up dirt emotions at the moment. Just looking at these dirt roads is making me all jittery. Huh. I think this is the Gila Bend River. Is it Gila or Gila? Gila Bend? Gila Bend? I don't know. You think you can do the whole motocross across the water thing? Water skipping across? I got a brand new KTM 690, we could try it out. The heck? And this guy's checking out the windshield. Fun. Trying to feel where the wind's hitting him. Look at that on the side over there, on the top. Looks like he's a contender for the V-string windshield from National Cycle. No fuel gauge, huh? That's kind of strange. Spike's got 221 miles on it. Where's the mode button? Trip 2, destination 1, oh, total distance, and distance 2. I'm only seeing 220 miles on the odometer here, guys. This bike, compared to my Duke and compared to any of the adventure bikes I've ridden, I'm starting to get a little bit of tingling, not just in my throttle hand, but in this left hand as well. There's definitely some vibration coming up from the motor through the chassis and into my hand. Obviously it's a single cylinder, kind of to be expected, but more so than I would have imagined. Easy, Serta Pro. Brake check. I really want to get off this bike and lay it down on the ground and feel how heavy it is to pick up. Wonder how much heavier it is to pick up than, say, the 500 or the 450. Oh man, on the dealership floor at MotoCity at the moment, there's a 2018 or 19 450 EXC 6 days. So it's plated, a plated 450 dirt bike in the 6 days setup. It's gorgeous. $9,000. And it's got 200 miles on it. That 6 days motorcycle has just as many miles as this demo bike. Anyway, if you're interested in that bike, give MotoCity a call and talk to Rick or Marty or Bruce or Bob. Whichever name, you know, strikes a chord with you, just give them a call, ask for that name. Wow, check this out. Oh, it's a part. Estrella. That's really cool, actually. The Estrella Mountains is where we're at. The town's called Avondale, just a town over from the little town of Buckeye. Looks like there was a fire at one time that kind of took out that little mountain range. There it is, Estrella Mountain Regional Park. You got a golf course and a rodeo arena. That sounds interesting. Trace Rivers. Watch out, people are walking across the road ahead. Somebody almost blew that guy's balls off with their gun, but they missed. Went right through the crack of his legs. Lucky sucker, man, lucky sucker. nice area out here. Little bank corner right here, man. Given the opportunity to fly through, this would be a fun one. There's the backside of the raceway. Man, I was blown away at how big this raceway was. It's like, I was coming down the road from the north, traveling south towards the raceway. Came around this corner and all you see is grandstands. Like, so many seats. Reminded me of a Days of Thunder movie or something. Wow, look at that house up there. Dude, that thing is legit. Well, that was not so bad either. They're not at the base of the mountain though. That other one at the base of the mountain had definitely a better prime real estate. That's the name of that guy. How did that just pop into my head? Anyway, that guy standing next to Kirby when we left earlier this afternoon or before this ride, Chris is the name of that gentleman that was standing there. I couldn't remember his name. Look at the fire, man. Completely took out these trees. It was so sad. I would think the desert is so sparsely populated already that if a fire took it out, it wouldn't be that noticeable. But dude, look at all those sticks and twigs, and oh, it's horrible. It breaks my heart to see things that have been devastated by fire. Man, a lot of little green bushes growing up in between though. That's a good sign. Coming back. That's going to be wrapping up this ride. You see the KTM tent and truck and trailer right up ahead. I'm about ready to pull on in and put an end to this little extravaganza. This test ride was fun. That was a nice, decent length loop. It gave me an opportunity to sample everything on this bike that I wanted to sample. We had some higher speeds, some slower speeds. Here they all come riding back in. These are all the guys that are in our group. Got the 1290, 890, 890, 890, 890. Of course, the 390s, both of them, and the 200. Put them all back in ascending or descending order, I should say. And there it is, KTM Ride Orange Demo Day out here at the Phoenix Raceway. That was a blast. That was a lot of fun. I want to give you a big thank you for letting us come out and ride these bikes today.
Thanks for coming out today. I hope you had a fun time. And
dude, it's awesome to be able to get on a bike and see what it feels like before you chunk down your cash. It's amazing.
That's what it's all about. Yep. Thank you.
Flat spot?
Flat spot, yeah.
Jeez Louise, listen to that guy. He doesn't know how to ride a motorcycle and he's talking about flat spots. Oh. Anyway, guys, that's it. KTM's Ride Orange Demo Day out here at the racetrack. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Until next time, take care. Ride safe.